Hello dear students, welcome to your own class Chemistry with Mind. Namaskar. Today we will study ozonolysis of benzene. So let's start. Ozonolysis of benzene. What is ozonolysis of the benzene? In ozonolysis, we pass the ozone through a solution of benzene in inert solvent and at lower temperature. So when we pass the ozone oxidizes the benzene, and since ozone is very strong oxidizing agent, it breaks the multiple bond. Since there are 3 multiple bonds in the benzene, so we have to use 3 moles of the ozone, and when it will break the multiple bond, it will form the ozonide. Since we are taking 3 molecules of the ozone, so it will form triozonide. So let's see how it is formed. This is the benzene. Since there is the 3 multiple bonds, so we have to use 3 molecules of the ozone, and in inert solvent CH2Cl2 196 Kelvin at lower temperature. This is the inert solvent. In place of this dichloromethane, we can use other inert solvent also, like CaCl3 and CCl4. Both are also inert solvent. So when we will react with ozone will break the multiple bond. As I told you, since there are 3 multiple bonds, that's why we have used the 3 molecules of the ozone, and each ozone molecule will break one multiple bond. So see, this is the double bond, it will be breaked, so it will be like this, correct? Then this bond also will be breaked, so this bond is breaked, then it will be like this, correct? Now this bond also will be breaked, so it will be like this, correct? Now here will be one ozone molecule, here will be one ozone molecule, and here will be one ozone molecule. How? Oxygen, this will be bonded by single bond, and correct. Similarly here, oxygen, this is bonded, and correct. Similarly here, so one ozonide, second ozonide, third ozonide. So it is triozonide. Benzene triozonide. Now in your mind many questions might be arising. First question is, why we have used this inert solvent? Why we have taken this low temperature? Correct? So the answer is, this ozonide is highly unstable and explosive in nature. That is the reason we have used the inert solvent to minimize the chance of explosion. Now why low temperature? Because if we will keep the high temperature, there will be the risk of explosion. That's why we have used lower temperature. Now third questions may be, now triozonide have been formed. Now can we isolate it? No, we cannot isolate it. The reason is the same instability and explosive nature. That is the reason usually we do not isolate this ozonide. We cleavage this ozonide. When we will cleavage this ozonide, then there is two-way reductive cleavage and oxidative cleavage. When we will do reductive cleavage, means zinc with water. Reductive cleavage can be done with hydrogen and palladium also. Since it is a catalyst, so it is called as reductive catalysis. Or we can use dimethyl sulfide. Correct? Why dimethyl sulfide? I will tell you later. Otherwise you will get confused. Why this is reductive cleavage? Because when we will use the zinc, this bond will be breaked. Correct? See, this oxygen is completely breaked from each other. Only it is connected by this bond, and this oxygen is connected by this bond. But this oxygen is completely breaked. This bond also breaked and this bond also breaked. Similarly here, okay. So this oxygen, this oxygen, this oxygen, this oxygen, this oxygen and this oxygen, they will be remain attached by one bond, and this oxygen, this oxygen, this oxygen will be completely removed, and zinc will react with these oxygen and will form zinc oxide. Now since oxygen is taken away, and oxygen is taken away is called reduction. That's why it is called reductive cleavage, and it will form, see, it is, now this bond has been breaked. So one is this bond, this is, and this is another carbon, so it will form CHO, CHO. Now this bond also completely breaked. So now this is CHO, CHO. Now similarly this bond also completely breaked, so CHO and CHO. It means CHO single bond CHO, that will be 3 molecules. How? CHO single bond CHO, 1 molecule. Second molecule is CHO single bond CHO. Okay, and third molecule is CHO single bond CHO. Correct? So that is called reductive ozonolysis. Why reductive ozonolysis? The conversion of the benzene into the triozonide and the conversion of this ozonide into the carbonyl compound is called ozonolysis. Since there is a reductive cleavage, that's why it is called reductive ozonolysis. If we will use dimethyl sulfide, then what it will form? This oxygen will react with dimethyl sulfide and it will form dimethyl sulfoxide, CH3 twice SO. Since these are the 1, 2, 3 oxygen, so it will form 3 molecules of the dimethyl sulfoxide. It is called as DMSO also, and by this also the product will be 3 molecules of the glyoxal. Okay, now come to the oxidative cleavage. In oxidative cleavage, what happen? we will use only H2O, and what will happen, this oxygen will react with H2O and it will form H2O2. Since these are the 3 oxygens, so it will form 3 molecules of the H2O2, and the product will be the same 3 molecules of glyoxal. Now you will ask, sir, where is the oxidative cleavage, because the product is same as the reductive cleavage. Now I will tell you, this H2O2 what it will do, H2O2 is the combination of H2O plus O. Now this oxygen again react with 3 molecules of the glyoxal and it will oxidize it into 3 molecules of COOH. Since in this cleavage oxygen is being used, that's why it is called oxidative cleavage. And since in this ozonolysis reaction this oxidative cleavage occurs, that's why this ozonolysis is called oxidative ozonolysis. Now there is one more case. Suppose this is a toluene, then what will happen? See, this will be the one bond and this bond will be breaked. Then yes, now here it is CH3, correct? So what it will form? Oxygen, 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 correct? Oxygen, 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 correct? And this is also oxygen, 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 correct? Now when we will do cleavage, then what will happen? In this cleavage again this bond will be breaked, so what will form? So it will form CH3 CO single bond CHO, CH3 CO single bond CHO, and CHO means glyoxal plus now CHO. So it means that is the 2 molecules, correct? Now there is one more case. Suppose here also one more CH3, that is called orthoxylene. So what will happen? Here also methyl group will come, then what will be the product? See, CH3 CO single bond COCH3. So CH3 CO single bond COCH3, that is called dimethyl glyoxal. Now next is CHO single bond CHO means glyoxal. Now third molecule is CHO single bond CHO means there will be 2 molecules. Now suppose this CH3 molecule is attached this ortho position, then what will happen? Then this CH3 molecule will come here, correct or not? Then what will form? CH3 CO single bond CHO, means CH3 single bond CO single bond CHO. Then another molecule will be CH3 CO single bond CHO, means again this will be the another molecule. So total will be 2 molecules. Now this will be CHO single bond CHO. So this will be 1 molecule, correct? Now what you observe, if CH3 is this side, then this will form and this will form, correct? If CH3 is this side, then this will form 2 molecule and this will form 1 molecule. But you should keep in your mind both are orthoxylene, and since these bonds are rotating continuously, correct? So all these 3 products belongs to orthoxylene. It means when we will do the ozonolysis of orthoxylene, this one and this one, 3 products we will get. Okay, so thank you very much. If you have any doubt, any confusion, please ask in the chat box, in the comment box. You can ask anytime and I will also try to give you reply as soon as possible. And please subscribe this video so that you can get my next video information automatically. Thank you very much.